Now, what I'm working on this morning obviously isn't what we do as a rule. It's not our general jobs. However, this is a customer that came in for his roof wrapping, and he's bought quite a few things from the guys next door at Diversion. Now, he's bought some panels second hand for this car, which you'll see are carbon. So he's bought the WRC bumper and the wings basically second hand, and unfortunately, as you'll see in the video now, they just don't fit very well at all. So I've said I'm going to have a look to see if I can do anything with them. I mean, realistically they should line up really straightforward, but if he's had a go himself, it's making me wonder, do they even fit at all? And what I have noticed is when we pop the bonnet that they're not even in the right spaces, or the actual alignment on the holes, which isn't an issue, but it makes me wonder if the mould has been made so many times that it's expanded. So that's basically how it works. So when we had the race team, we used to make carbon fibre. Now, how it works is you create a mould, and then you skin from the inside, and then you pull the mould back out. And what happens is it expands over time, and it becomes bigger and bigger and bigger, and the mould doesn't become a good fit. And this is possibly what's happened with this particular kit. So we're about to pop the bonnet open. I'm going to have a look if we can do anything with it, because quite frankly, this line is shocking, and that wing doesn't even fit at all at the top. Right, so where we are with it, the truth is it's never going to fit properly. It's not designed that great that it's going to allow it. We've managed to pull the bonnet down a little bit, which has made it line up here perfectly. We've readjusted this. These are actually way too high, so what we're having to do is mill them down a little bit, change the hole spacing on it. I mean, it's kind of simple stuff, but if you're not into it, you're not going to know. It's only because we've done it for that many years, but I'm not making out like it's rocket science. But we've literally re-milled all these. We've adjusted all the brackets on the bonnet itself. I've attached the washer jet properly. That's going to take a few hours to set, but that will put on with some really bad silicone. So we've just redone that for him. And then what we're going to basically do is I've had to mill some of the sides of the wing, because the wing itself is actually too big here, which isn't allowing it to go in properly. So by adjusting that, it's allowed me to basically realign this up now. Like I said, it's not going to be a perfect fit. The bonnet itself is actually bowed in the middles. That means when you put the bonnet down, the front and the back fit really nice, but the middle doesn't, and that's not uncommon because it's the way the mould's done. But by letting us do that, it means we've got almost an exact gap, an exact line across there, and it's also not too high, where if you see on the video that I showed you a minute ago, I'll put it in again. The gap here, you could have got an iPhone between this and the actual bonnet itself. So as I say, it's not going to be perfect, but it's a million times better. I then have to have a look now why the bumper doesn't line up, but I've got a feeling it needs screwing in properly from underneath there. So to do the bonnet, to do the bumper, I think that's going to be a separate job that we're going to have to get on the ramp and actually take the bumper off and refit that properly.